Golfers, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to talk about 5 indoor golf drills that you can exaggerate and also implement within your practice. It's going to help you improve your swing and also your downswing and impact conditions. The first thing we're going to talk about is a hot topic in golf. It's always going to be a hot topic in golf, and it is swinging over the top. So here's a great indoor drill that you can use. So what you're going to do is you're going to place your head against any wall, any fridge, anything, any appliance within your house. You're going to place your head right across the top so your head is at a square position. One of the biggest things we do see with a lot of golfers who get to the top of the backswing, if you think about the speed that your chest opens up relative to your hips, many golfers struggle in over the top swing path, swing the club to the top of the backswing, don't have a lot of depth, don't have a lot of upper body rotation. As they come down, what happens from there is this right shoulder works out and stays high for too long. So the right shoulder stays high for too long and works out of the way. You'll start to see that throws the club head and the shaft of the golf club massively outside the position of my body. So the right shoulder starts to work out and stays too high too early, left shoulder stays too low, and then what happens from here is the grip end of the club goes straight down into the ground, so the club head gets severely above the position of the hands. If you're this golfer, you need to understand what moves the motion first. And if you're somebody that struggles with the separation between the lower and upper body, the first thing that you need to try and educate yourself to do and also implement is when you get to the top of the backswing, we need to add a little bit more upper body rotation. So think about this right shoulder going as far behind you as possible in the backswing, but then as we come down, we want a slight lateral shift. We just don't want to spin our left hip open. We want to feel like my left knee moves closer to the wall, so I feel like my weight starts to move a little bit more into my left side earlier by the time I finish my backswing. So that lateral shift in my pelvis forward is then going to allow my lower body to lead the way first, and it's going to allow the upper body to stay behind the hips in a slightly more closed fashion. So great drill that you can implement, put your head against the wall. As you get to the top of the backswing, you're not allowing the right shoulder to work out and stay high for too long. Simple feeling from here is you're going to have a slight lateral shift, so you feel like your left knee moves away from your right knee, so my left knee is moving closer to the wall. So as I get to the top of the backswing, my left knee peels away from my right knee. That's going to allow my left hip to stay a little bit lower in transition. It's going to allow my weight to move into my left side. So head against the wall, swing to the top. Don't let your hands work out too quickly. Get to the top of the backswing. Your lower body is going to lead the way first. So think slight shift to the left. From there, my belt buckle is going to open up towards my intended target. My head stays on the wall. 2 feelings from here. Don't let the right shoulder work high and out too quickly. Focus on right shoulder staying back for a split second, and then your right shoulder is going to work down. So think about right shoulder stays back for a split second, then right shoulder is going to work down. In transition, as I rehearse my impact position, you can see that my right shoulder stays behind my left shoulder, my back's facing the target a little bit longer, but my chest hasn't opened up too quickly in the downswing. So we don't want to spin the chest open too quickly. We want to feel from here, we get to the top of the backswing. My chest stays closed for a split second as my hips start to unwind, so my hips are going to lead the way first, pressure into the left side, left hip stays lower, left knee is going to move close to the target. From here my belt buckle is going to face the target, so my arms are going to stay back. The space in the backswing, up and back, then as we come down into the downswing, many people who steepen the golf club don't have enough lateral shift, they have too much rotation too early, where the left hip works back the way and is open too quickly, weight falls back, backswing, left hip stays lower in transition. That slight lateral shift is going to allow me to keep my pelvis a little bit more close to my intended target. It's going to keep my chest a little bit more squarer towards the golf ball, but that lateral shift allows me to move my pressure into my left side. Then from there my belt buckle is going to start to rotate, so lateral first, then the rotation element comes second, so lateral first, rotation second, and then the shoulder is going to stay back and it's going to work down a little bit more in transition. Goes a little bit more close to my intended target. My back faces the target a little bit longer. The chest stays a little bit closed, and then from there, feeling as left arm works down your chest, coupled by the right shoulder working down. So left arm working down the chest, right shoulder working down as you rehearse your impact position, shaft into last parallel position. Great feeling as left shoulder is always a little bit higher than the right shoulder, head on the wall, and my hands are going to track inside the golf ball. Feel like to create that, my right shoulder has to stay back and work down. From there, my back faces the target a little bit longer, and the club shaft is going to work inside the wall as opposed to working out towards the wall. So there's a great indoor drill that you can use that's going to eradicate and solve your over-the-top downswing problems, which creates a lot of narrowness, and we have to compensate on the downswing. So remember, we don't hit the golf ball in the backswing, but if something is not in the right sequence in the backswing, we've got to do overtime. We've got to work overtime on the downswing to arrange all the pieces to overcompensate and just to try and align everything back where it needs to be to create a more efficient impact position. So it happened by sorting out the backswing, creating more width, allow the right shoulder to function a little bit better, allow the body to create a bit of rotation. Please comment below with anything you'd like to see on my channel in future videos. Indoor tips, outdoor tips, short game, full swing, putt-in, chipping. Comment below with anything you'd like to see on my channel in future videos.